Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. This is DocSkinner with 1028 Live. How are you doing? The world's crazy, I know. So, let's see. Running a little behind, a little scattered. This behind me right here is for tonight's episode of Third Phase of Moon, so just ignore that. But go to Third Phase of Moon and check out the episode. Check out all the episodes. I think this is my 13th or 14th episode so far with them, and it has just been an honor to be with such a great panel of guests on that show. So thanks as always to Blake and Brent, cousins. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. So go check them out. Please subscribe, and you can see me. So let's see. It says we got 4 people in here right now. That's good. It's a start. Please share this on Facebook, Twitter, Parler, whatever. And please join us in the chat room. We got Marcus Miller here. He says, "What's up, Doc? Good to see you, brother." Thank you, Marcus. Pleasure to have you here. I love it. Is that an orangutan or what? That's an angry? Is that a monkey on your icon? It's pretty cool. So, all right. Let's talk about what's going to be happening now. Tomorrow, Thursday at 3:30 here on the mountain in Show Low, downtown Show Low, behind it's the old LDS church. It has another name now, and I can't remember what it is, but it's behind the Trump Pence store, and there's the gambling statue, which is the Show Low statue. We'll be back over in that area. We're at 3:30. We're gonna do some announcements, and I'm gonna basically say what I'm going to say tonight for those that are coming. Ape with a tool eye, a tool with the tool eye, he says, is what that image was. That's pretty cool. Dave Dennis is here. My moderator, how are you, sir? Down from Dave Dennis from Australia. I have to say it like that. Good to catch you live today, sir. It's good to have you here, Dave. Yeah, Dave is the sheriff here in the chat room. So everybody be good. And let's see, Miss Justice is here. Good evening. Good evening. How are you? All right, please share this. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscription button and then the notification bell, or they won't tell you that, I got a video. So yes, tomorrow is going to be a huge day that we hope will ignite people to realize what has been going on for as long as I can tell you. And that's human trafficking and pedophilia and all that horrible, horrible stuff. Now, we have all these marches. We got BLM, White Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter. We've got, Down with Wall Street. We all, all these protests, and they all have their purpose and their justification. But when do we march against, the human trafficking that's going on not only all over the world, but here, even in the United States, maybe even in your own neighborhood? You look at all these pedophiles that are being arrested, that are all getting rounded up. Yes, they're coming after all of you guys. Just so if you're watching, just so you know, just giving you a heads up. And Sarah McMillan, hello, good evening, everyone. She says hello. Wait, Marcus says, "Am I the only one who has a black screen?" You should see me, Marcus. I don't know what to tell you on that one. I'm sorry. Tina's here, says howdy. You can't see me. I don't know what to say on that. Can everybody else see me? Or have you guys just been listening to me the whole time? Which is still awesome. Someone let me know if they can see me or not, because Marcus can't. So tomorrow there's going to be I think it's 25 cities now that have just popped up across the United States that are going to hold marches and rallies this weekend. But tomorrow's the 30th, and it's Human Trafficking Awareness Day. So we're doing the march then, and going to lay out some ground rules. I'll tell everybody that arrives tomorrow as well. But this event, okay, I can't stress this enough. So if you're coming, I don't want you to come under false pretenses. This is not, big capital letters, N-O-T. This is not a BLM march. This is not a political march of any kind. This is for the kids, all right? Period. It's a peaceful protest. Anybody gets out of line, we're going to have to ask them to leave, because this is, it's not going to be anything like what we've been seeing. And so I'm just saying that now, and I will reiterate that tomorrow at the event. We're very fortunate. We've got the White Mountain Posse is going to be there to, I don't want to say if it is the sheriff's department or not, but it's the White Mountain Posse. That's what I know. And they've been gracious enough to help us out. And then we also want to say thank you to White Mountain Radio, who I just gave them a flyer or a poster to put in their office, and they emailed me about 2 hours later with a commercial that they did, a PSA, public service announcement, and it's been airing on their station. So I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to White Mountain Radio for stepping up. And they're shutting down early. They're going to be there. So we're really, really happy about that. Any other radio stations that want to come, we hope you do. White Mountain Radio or White Mountain Independent newspaper, we're hoping that they'll be there as well. We gave them a flyer. I mean, everybody's been very, very receptive. I've been getting calls from out of town, different states, in Phoenix and whatnot, people asking about this. So that is a really good sign. All my events, I always just hope, I know this may sound silly to some, but I always just hope for 10 people. That way I'm not really let down. But from the reaction, from the shares, from the comments, from the phone calls I've been receiving, it has been amazing. Now, I also want to reiterate that, I wasn't the one that started this. Okay. I'm just helping to promote it, to help put it together. But it's an amazing family here on the mountain. They aren't interested in the spotlight. So that's why I kind of came in the picture, so I could get things going. Because I asked them, I was like, do you want to, come on my show? I'm like, no, it's cool. We just wanted to do something. And they got tired of seeing stuff. And that's what we need. We need more people like that. So yes, I'm so grateful and so humbled that they said enough's enough. So they put a flyer together. It was that simple. They put a flyer together. I saw it. I contacted them. I said, hey, can I help in any way? And they're like, yes, please. This isn't something we've done before. So I did my thing, and here we are. So I don't want to say their names because they don't want to be in the spotlight yet. So I'll talk to them tomorrow, but they do deserve some form of recognition. In my opinion, I might just, write them a card, but, I had dinner with them, and they're just such wonderful people. So I just want that out there. I don't want people thinking I came up with this, and I know I'm out there, and you see my face, and you see, I get it, but please don't. I have to give credit always where credit is due, and this family deserves all the credit. So God bless them. All right, so that'll be at 3:30 tomorrow, and we'll meet. We'll talk on the mic, the speaker setup, and everything. We'll let people speak if they want, and then we'll be marching. And we're just, we're not taking over streets or anything. We're going to be probably quiet. I mean, I don't see us doing chants and everything. I'm going to ask that we not do a bunch of chants, because all this protest footage I've been seeing, I mean, after the 12th chant, you know what they're saying. It's like, it's brainwashing almost. So here's my suggestion to people that protest. Okay, God bless you for protest. It's your American right. I'm right there with you. Okay, unless you go violent, then I pull back. But here's the thought. Instead of the 2 or 3 words over and over and over and over and over and over again, get yourself somebody that's ex-military to walk beside you and do those cool military cants or canters or chants, whatever. I used to sing in the military school, and I can't even think of what it's called right now. Cadence. Cadence. Have somebody do cadence. Oh my gosh. It would be such a big improvement for protests, don't you think? I mean, it's just an idea, just throwing it out there. You could get more of a message out because you could put it in the song, and everybody, you say it, they say it, you say it, they say it, and it's not overly repetitive and mind numbing, but you can get more out. So that's just my thought. Any protesters out there, tell me what you think. All right. So everybody says that they're good. They can see me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Marcus. Oh, you figured it out. Good. It's usually a check mark in a box somewhere. All right. So everybody says they can see me. And Crypto Man, hey, Crypto Man 5000. That's such an awesome name, dude. Dude, you scored on that. Cadence, yes, it was. Mark's malicious Cadence. All right, cool. Everybody's we're good to go. We got 3 likes out of 10. So if you wouldn't mind, hit that button. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow, and it'll probably I don't know when sundown is. It's probably like 2 hours later, so we'll do that. And if you're a little late because of work, that's okay. Just you'll see us go up and down the deuce. We're gonna have uh, cardboard things. I can't find a word I need to save my life tonight. But we'll have those, and for a donation, you can get one, and we'll have a table set up, and you can write what you want. And remember, this is peaceful, so don't get all crazy hateful, because that's not what this is about. I mean, yes, we should all be very disturbed and upset and angry about it, but remember, we are all there together for the same purpose. So there's no need for volumes to go up, except mine on the microphone or the mega horn when we're walking. But this is about raising money for Operation Underground Railroad. If you don't know what that is, please visit. And I can't. I'm doing raw YouTube, so I don't have the cool gadgets. Go to ROUR Rescue. Let me just pull it up. So if there's 2 R's or not. Sorry, I should have done this earlier. Yes, it's OURRESCUE.org. Okay, .org. And if you can't make it to the event, we understand it's the middle of a workday. I get it. But if you want to help and support this charity organization, and they're not just fundraising. I mean, they're not just there collecting money. Let me tell you what they do. They're actually they were filming a movie before the COVID thing happened with Jim Caviezel, who played Jesus Christ in The Passion of the Christ. Okay, top-notch actor. Guy got struck by lightning on the cross. Still acting. Okay, he is playing the role of Tim Ballard. Tim Ballard is the man that started Operation Underground Railroad. He worked for the government. Security and different, I forgot what government agencies, but he was the guy that would go and rescue an American that was held hostage. And he was trying to look for this young boy who's a minister. His dad was a minister, and the child was kidnapped. So because he was an American citizen born in Utah, they were allowed to go after and get him. Well, in the process, they ended up coming across a lot of human trafficking and ended up purchasing a child or two here and there, and then leave and then come back like 5 minutes later with the whole cavalry and take down that little cell, and then get all the rest of the kids and save them. In this year alone, 2020, they have rescued over 3,000 children. Okay, that is huge. They can do more, but they need funds to do it. So that's why they're holding all these marches across the country. We're holding ours on the 30th. A lot of people are doing on the 31st, but that's why I said we're like lighting the fuse on this to bring this to life. That's probably not the right terminology, but we're the tip of the spear. You might a little bit, maybe. I mean, we're doing something about it. What you doing? I post, if you watch me on my wall on Facebook, you'll see I post a lot of stuff, and it's stuff I don't really like to post. And there's a lot that I haven't posted because it's just too much I mean, And what's so sad, it's such disturbing stuff that I find on these social pages and Facebook and all that, and they're not being flagged and all that. It's like it's weird. So anyway, where was I going with this? Oh shoot, let's take a break. Hold on, let me go over here. Jason Cox is with us. Welcome. He says, "What's up?" Steel Raptor 24. Yo bones. Jen E says, "Hi, hon." Hey, hi, Jen. So yes, this is going to be the beginning of what I hope will be a form of a revolution of people waking up, seeing things for as they really are. And it's going to be hard for a lot of you and a lot of friends and family, One thing we have to remember, okay? And I try to reiterate this in a lot of my shows. When we wake up, this is usually how it happens. Okay. Think of me as like, you go, let's say you're going to AA, right? Think of me as that guy that's running the group and he knows what he's talking about because he was an alcoholic, so he can relate. Okay. I was asleep. And even though I was swimming in the cesspool of these people, surrounded by them, but by the grace of God, I just always seem to leave the room at the right moment or just say, yeah, I got some. I just always seem to avoid it. I was very, very lucky. So I had some idea of it, but it never really I never connected all the dots. And then years later it did, and it all came back. And when you learn these big reveals, one, there's stages of anger, kind of like the whole thing with death. There's a 7 stages. You're going through that because you realize you've been bamboozled, you've been lied to. I mean, just so much that you've been lied to about, and you took as fact, and you feel betrayed amongst all the other feelings, and it's hard. But then once you get through those stages, then the brain will go in overdrive, and it's like, okay, I got through that. What else are they not telling me? And then you keep going and going and going and going. You get those people that come out, and some will call them crazy because they're just spouting out, blah, 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 this is conspiracy, that, because it's so much. And what's the one thing we want to feel connected to someone, right? Well, at that moment when you're going through that release from cognitive dissonance, the first thing a natural instinct is, I need to be with someone else that gets me, that knows what I'm going through. Hence, like an AA meeting, right? Or an NA meeting, or any of those kind of meetings. It's the same thing. It's finding like-minded people, or people who have experienced the same thing or going through the same thing and coming together. Now, but when that happens, I know I'm comparing this to AA, but it's just a really good parable. When someone is in AA and they're clean, a lot, not all, but there are certain ones that don't realize what they're doing, but they'll go and they'll start doing their high horse thing because now they're clean. Everybody else should be clean, or I've got to go. Oh, you're still drinking? That kind of mentality. All right. Well, it's the same thing when you're waking up to the matrix. You wake up, you go through those stages, and then once you come to terms with yourself that, oh my God, I'm living in the matrix. It's everything is staged. It's not real. It's not what really happened in the terms of history, let's say. So when you find that out, then the I call it the sponge turns on, right? The sponge in your brain. You're going down this rabbit hole, that rabbit hole, this rabbit hole, that rabbit hole, and it's so overwhelming at times that you're like, I've got to have verification from somebody. And then you go to a friend, you go to a family member, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. And you're just like, blah. And here's somebody that hasn't woken up yet, for example, and they're going to look at you as crazy because they feel justified that what they know is the truth, it is reality, when in fact it's not. But every person that wakes up goes through the same thing, the stages, and then they'll go and they will pounce on everybody with all this information they're learning, like on a daily basis, which you cannot do. Okay, do you hear me? This is the main point. You cannot force feed what you're learning as it's coming to you to other people. I did that. Okay, like the AA guy, I can relate. I did that, and I pushed away friends and family. And unfortunately, I just lost 2 friends today. One lifelong friend, because they still couldn't see and were chastising me, saying that I'm just spreading lies, you know. So instead of, and I just, gone. If you can't, if you don't want to, if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to see, you don't have to hear, you don't have to come on my page, you know. But my show and my page and has been too much for some people. I get it, but I'm just a messenger. I'm here to grab the stuff because so many people are wrapped up in their own lives. They've got their family and their kids and college with their kids and, just life. I get it. I get it. So think of me as a culmination. What's the word I'm thinking of? I'm just grasping at words tonight. Think of me as a collector. I spend all day and night getting bombarded because I asked everybody to send me stuff. And I'm not saying don't, I'm saying you can, but just check my wall and make sure I haven't already done a story on it or I haven't posted already. Because I'm getting like 50, 60 of the same videos and all that. And God bless you, because I asked you to do it. And I'm going to say, continue doing it. Just check my wall. Because I feel bad because after like the 40th, 50th of the same thing, I'm like, yep. And if I give a thumbs up, that means I got it. Okay. Doesn't mean I may approve of what was said in the video or anything. It just means I got it and I have to go on to the next one, because I spend 8 to 10 hours a day responding and checking messages and all that, which it is time consuming, but I love doing it because one, I'm connecting with you guys and I'm seeing you all work and you're going out and finding stuff. You're going, hey doc, look, I figured this out. What do you think? Yes. That is all I've asked, is that people do some research on their own and decide for themselves. Don't say it is absolute because I say it. I mean, I like to think that I have a pretty good track record, but doing the research yourself, it will help you wake up and you'll just keep going up at more levels. Okay. It might get harder, but and there are people that won't do the research because it's hard, because they don't want to see it. They don't want to acknowledge it because it is so devastating. I get it. But so is trying to learn how to ride a bike or walk or, skydiving for the first time. It's scary. But once you get through it, then you'll see clear. The fear is gone. Yeah, hold on. Let me catch up with everybody because this has been going. Jenny says, hi, White Dove. I love that name. And says, amen, brother. Thank you. White Dove. I'm gonna let you guys know a little secret, a little tidbit of my history. I have 2 albums. Music. Yeah, I know, right? Remember I told you I used to sing. So I had this album and it was called Ignite the Sun. And one of the tracks was called White Dove. And it's basically a little biography song. So I love that name. So there you go. Aaron Yeager, darling. Yes, so true and exactly. She says, I've been trying to take a break for a moment so much. Excellent explanation, she says. Thank you, Aaron, sweetheart. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Um, and Marcus agrees. Thank you. Kim Warner says, never force feed. Yes, yes. Oh, let's get back to that. And then let me get the last two. Steel Raptor says, I've lost friends in the same way because they refuse to open their minds. Marcus says, you're a good man, Doc, fighting that good fight. Thanks. I got one. Really appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. So back to that. Yeah. I lost friends and family that didn't want to talk to me ever again because I was conspiracy nut job radicalist crazy person, tinfoil wearing hat. When I lived on my own in this big house in Texas, I had, as you see, marker boards. I love marker boards. They're all over my house, so I can just got an idea, boom, done. Well, you'd walk in and I had it. You know, this is a small section. I had from floor to ceiling white walls in my room, and you'd walk in, or people would walk in, and they'd be like, "Oh shit!" It looked like the walls in the movie The Beautiful Mind with all just craziness and circles and lines, and yeah, because my brain it was going, still going, and that's how I was able to put everything together. I mean, I call these magic boards. Usually, anything I put up here happens, except for drawings. I don't know. Maybe tonight. Who knows? I might have an encounter. Check out Third Phase of Moon channel tonight. And I'm going to be, it's like my 13th or 14th episode on there as a panelist. So please check it out. Give a thumbs up, subscribe. So one more thing here. We got Steel Raptor says, brainwash programming that starts from birth affects some people more than others. Yes. Dave Dennis says, as Q says, you can't tell the people, you have to show the people. That is so true. And the people that I have helped wake, way in the hundreds, like 200, 300, 400 people that over the years that have helped wake up. And some of them I wish I did it because some, like, I'm thinking of especially one in particular who went way over there. God bless her. But yeah, a lot of people have woken up, and you have to do it by showing the proof, even though nowadays it doesn't matter what you show. You could show them like like actual government documents you could steal from the Pentagon and show somebody with photos and whatever documents, and people still, that's fake. Could someone please explain to me that process of thinking? When you're given proof, no matter what it is, it's always fake. I think the word fake has become a bigger trigger word than conspiracy theory. I don't know. That's what I think. So let's see what else we got here. Aaron says, very true. And White Dove says, my family can't believe me, but can believe others. It's been hard. I'm deemed crazy, but it's gratifying when they come back to say I was right. Oh, and Crypto Man says, Doc always posts good stuff on the bitch. I often repost some of it. Well, thank you, Crypto Man. 5,000. I appreciate it. I try, every now and then, you get a dead ringer, but I'll try to delete it if someone catches it. I'm a human being. Yeah, I've never said I was a journalist. Never said I was a reporter. I'm just a messenger bringing you stuff that's being reported. And then I throw in my conjecture because there's really no such thing as real journalism anymore. It's all report and give you my opinion and tell you that you're wrong if you don't believe it. Like those news stations. So you lost 28. 28 is the number that always pops up for me because 1028 Productions, 28. He says, I lost 28 friends from all of this. I'm so sorry, man. It sucks. White Dove says, my uncle, who is Cherokee, nicknamed me that. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. So Rap says, I'm trying to explain someone about Oklahoma City bombing. Oh, you went way back. The Oklahoma City bombing hoax destruction designed to destroy Whitewater documents, and that a bomb in the van couldn't possibly have caused that damage. Nancy says, "Good evening." Good evening, Nancy. Now we can start the show. So hold on a minute. My voice is getting raspy. Oh, yeah. Gotta love that Dr. Pepper. Okay. So back to all of this. So here we are. We're doing this march and we're bringing to light that pedophilia and this human trafficking and satanic ritual abuse and sacrifice is real. That I'm going to go deep. I'm going deep. Body parts, being drained of their blood for certain type of ceremonies, and then the bodies being put into meat markets. And I'll just say I haven't eaten at McDonald's in over 10 years. So any fast food, really. I mean, Taco Bell. It was like there was nothing else open. But other than that, yeah, I stay away from it all. God bless those businesses and and the staff and everything. But it's one of those things that will turn somebody vegetarian, which I'm not, but I'm leaning in that direction. It's just that fake lab grown meat that they're pushing. And then I went to this. I've been to a vegetarian restaurant once, and nothing against vegetarian restaurants, but they made these. They made these buffalo wings, and it wasn't meat. And the bone, it was kind of, if you're a gourmet person and you like to make it pretty, it was cool. They took, I think it was was it not a cucumber? It was a celery stick, and they cut it and made it look like the bone in there. So yeah, they're creative people. I'll give them that. But I'm all over the place, so I'm so sorry. It's been a while. It's been what? When did I come on last? Last week? I think it was. So with the whole thing of all of this stuff coming out, back to the serious stuff. All this stuff coming out, and your friends and family are seeing it. Maybe you're forwarding stuff, or they're getting bombarded. Like, for example, the stuff about the doctors. Can I say that's one of the things I lost friends over, because they were like, no, the doctors, they're all just actors in coats, because they're taking one female out of a group of doctors, okay? And because she made a statement, I'm guessing she's from the islands, maybe Haiti or Jamaica or something. She has that island accent. I don't know for a fact. She could be from Africa. I don't know. But there's a woman, and religion, she was talking about voodoo and stuff. Maybe that's something that she grew up with, so it's easy for her to spout that off. Whereas a regular American, you start talking about voodoo, everybody's going to go, ooh. But here is the problem with society. This is a perfect example. The people that are not awake, that want to be dismissive and deny that, it's just absolutely, it's all malarkey. I didn't hear it on CNN. Well, where was I going with this? Talk about the lady. Oh, yes. Blanketing a thing, right? That's probably not the right word. But here was a bunch of doctors who gave excellent information, even though a lot of these people are sleeping. Oh, they're fake. Because they're listening to Zuckerberg. Still waiting for my cage match, Mr. Zuckerberg. So, yeah, I put that out there. I was like, you, me, in a cage match. TKO. Got no response. I got deleted. My Facebook was, yeah, it was bad. Yeah, no sense of humor. Anyway, point is, this is what's wrong with society. What happens is, this is a perfect example. Here's all these doctors giving excellent information. They're telling you they've had 300-400, patients. They're touching the patients. They're looking into their eyes. What is Fauci done? When was the last time he put a stethoscope to a patient? They're laying it out there. They're talking about pharmaceuticals, how it's it's a scam with them. And then they came back the next day saying, well, Facebook took us down. We're going to repeat everything we said. So, here they are. They were on the Capitol front. If they were imposters or fake people, then why is it they all have, licenses and you can look them all up? Okay. No, everybody had to focus on the large, sorry, black woman who was talking non-English. It was like, island, not dialect, accent. So what happens? Well, she's not an American, right? Because that's what people do. If you don't speak this English, then you're a foreigner. So here's this woman, and she gets her moment up on the camera, and she's the most exuberant one there. She's the less stiff of the bunch, basically, right? And so she's laying it out, but then she mentions this stuff about alien DNA, and what was the other thing she said? I don't remember. Anyway, and then so what happens? All the other people that spoke and did it a way that most people would go, oh, okay, that's normal. But they took this one woman's statement or speech or whatever, and they blanketed the whole event, the conference, as they were all nuts. They're all fake. Because there's no way she could be a doctor. Okay? Little judgmental there, people, aren't we? So that's what Americans do. They will find one little sliver of something they don't like, or it could be a simple mistake of the wrong date or whatever, or God forbid someone misspell the word prove and they accidentally hit the O twice on the keyboard. Oh my God, we can't listen to anything this DocSkinner says because he misspelled the word prove in a post. He's a dumbass. Where's the sense in that? It's like, because and this happened. This little prick threw a big fit because because I hit the O twice by accident, and just blanketed my whole life and everything I've stood for and everything I've done, that it's now null and void. And that is what people did with these doctors. They took one thing, okay, yeah, that's out of what she was talking about is out of the ordinary. Okay. And I'll say we did the story on it, about it, and because it was brought up at the White House press thing, right? The very end, before the president walked away, it was asked, well, you just said on your Twitter that you really admire this doctor and everything, but here she is saying that we're experimenting with alien DNA for a vaccine, blah 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 blah. Octopuses have alien DNA. That has just been proven recently. Okay, I'm saying, so we can't say it doesn't exist because we do have it in our oceans right now. So there, my phone agrees. So I'm feeling a little sassy tonight and sweating in these hot lights. So anyway, we need to stop doing that, people. We need to stop taking a sliver of something we don't like or approve, or just an out to have the judge, or excuse me, have the justification to go, oh, you, all right? And that's all you guys are doing. It's very childish. And that's what the news does too. They take that little sliver out of context and blanket it as the whole press conference. Oh, they're just a bunch of liddies. Listen to one of them. And they play that, and there you go. And they run with it. And so now, Facebook, Zuckerberg, oh, God, cage match, please, please. They'll sell tickets, I promise. Oh, my God. He says that they are going to start taking down posts before they can be put up. Okay, that was today in the Congress hearing. Go back and watch it. It says if we see that it's something that goes against our guidelines, we'll take it down before it gets up there. Now, here's something. This is really important, and it's really sad. We only got 11 people here. I was hoping I'd have at least 12. Because this is what needs to be pointed out. I want to see this on shows and Twitters and everything. Here's my question. If Mark Zuckerberg can sit in front of Congress today and tell the senators, whoever that were up there, the politicians, and say, if we don't approve, it goes against our policies, we'll take it down before it gets up there. Now, I've said this 4 times. Does anybody listen to what I just said? Think about it. If we don't like what they're getting ready to put up, we will take it down before it goes up. They're watching what you're posting. They're watching you type. They're seeing what you're working on to post before you do it. That bothers me. Does it bother you? It doesn't have to. Maybe it should, but it's free will. Oh boy! Terry's here. We got to say hello to a few more people that came in. I'll go on another rant in a minute. I promise. That's what I do. Dave Dennis. Wait, hold on. Don't want to skip anybody. Steel Raptor. That's I think where we stopped, right? Try to explain. So yes. Okay. Steel Raptor says, yet I'm a conspiracy theorist. I think people who use the term are ones trying to hide something. Yes. Think about it, folks. All these people that keep telling you, no, it's not real. It's not real. You ever wonder what side they're on? You ever wonder the people that are dismissive of pedophilia and child and human trafficking, when they're dismissive? Does it ever make you wonder? Are they in on it? I don't know. I posted a while back, and it's still there, that certain fact checkers support pedophilia and human trafficking by covering up the truth that people try to reveal, people that are awake. And everything else that they've flagged me on, which all of them have been BS, with no justification, is usually within 30 minutes to at the most 5 hours. That post with that statement has been up for days. Let that sink in. All right. Yep, I know. Everybody's agreeing. Hot damn. Okay. Hold on. Let's get back over here. Don't want to forget nobody. Mark or Steel Raptor. It's like a hypodermic needle with blood in it. I didn't know we had that icon. That's pretty cool. Marcus Miller says, not only Whitewater, but the whole Barry Seal Mina cocaine scandal. Oh, yeah. When that Oklahoma building went down, it destroyed a lot of evidence in a lot of cases. Kind of like, well, I'm not. Right. Moving on. Terry Reesing is here. She's also another sheriff in the chat room. So mind your P's and Q's. Now, everybody's been really great. I'm just saying that's their role here in the chat room. God bless them. Says, hi, Doc and friends. Hi, Terry. Shanoa says, what a lovely name. Oh, looks like someone's flirting. Tina Payne says, my daughter's middle name is, oh, that's what you guys are talking, which means white dove. Just had to share. Well, Tina, that is awesome. I would, upload the song, but that was back in 2002 when I did it. So yeah, I won't release it. I mean, it's good, but when you listen to something after not listening to it for a long, long time, you're like fresh ears. You're like, oh, could have been better. Could have been a lot better. Boy, the sweat is dripping. Let's see. Terry's wishing everybody well. White Dove says, oh, you guys are talking to Steel Raptor. Tina Payne says, thanks, Dave. I skip over when you guys are chatting, just so you know. Dave says, the black lady doctor was wonderful. I loved her. Yes, I mean, I did too. And I have no doubt that they're real doctors. Because if they weren't, there would be authorities there arresting them for impersonating a doctor, which is against the law. So, and the fact that they're going back day after day after day, so everybody needs to stop saying that they're just actors in coats. All right. Because it just doesn't make you look good. Tina says, thanks, White Dove. White Dove, oh, you guys are just chatting away. Go bar, by the way, our voices are starting to be heard. That's from White Dove. Dave Dennis says, and of course, Billy Goats isn't a medical doctor or a virologist, and he's supposed to be an expert on vaccines. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Oh, well, I leave that blank. It's like one of those Mad Lib books. You fill in the blank. It makes it fun. Eric says, hey, Doc. Hey, Eric Gower. How are you? Terry says, Sheriff is back. LOL. Yes, ma'am, you are. All right. So anyway, we I think we got that understood about not cramming this down people's throats. Here's okay. So let me get back to that. If you feel so compelled because you really care about people, and express that to them first. Do that with a preference, because this is the generation of you have to preference everything. Go, look, I want to talk to you about something because it's something that I only speak to with people I truly care about. And you're one of those people. Man, can I discuss something with you? Cool. Then start small. All right. I'm talking just something recent, something that has been confirmed in the press or you can back up. Thank you. And share that or share a video, a documentary, or a feature film that's parallel with what you're trying to describe. And show that, and maybe have a discussion afterwards, which can segue into something else. Now, here is the secret. Remember, don't cram it down their throat. Not everybody wakes up at the same time or at the same amount of time. Some people can wake up like this. Some it takes a year for them to convince themselves and do the research to go, okay, it is what it is. I can't deny it anymore. Okay, so everybody has their own that's what I'm looking for, schedule or timeline. Everybody has their own timeline. So learn to respect that. Now, here's what you look for. When you start with something small, not something really over intense, just something that can make them go, even if it's just that, you're planting the seed. Curiosity will get the best of them, and they'll start researching it, and then they'll find their own rabbit holes. Okay, but when you're sharing with someone, and I'll tell you, it's really cool when you come in with somebody comes in when you starts when you start, because you ride that train together, and that's a really cool kind of partnership. So if you and somebody have just woken up, stick together. It really makes it easier, because when you're alone, and I know a lot of you are out there alone dealing with this, and it sucks. I still deal with it. I've been dealing with it for 30 years. It's I can't say it's more bearable or it's easier. It's not, but there's less shock value to it, less trauma factor as it goes on. Because I mean, there's a desensitizing of it. But if you have a good heart and you know right from wrong, it'll always tug at you every time you learn something new. So anyway, back to this. When you're talking to these people, just watch their eyes, okay? In the DJ world, in the show world, the comedy world, whatever, it's called reading your audience. And that person or those group of people, they're your audience. And you need to pay attention to them. Just don't go off on a wreck, because then you start sounding like the crazy guy on the street corner. Even though he's not crazy, he just doesn't know how to express himself right with all the information that's bundled in his head. Okay. So also don't look at them like, and don't feel pity for them, but just don't judge those people. I mean, they're having a hard enough time as is, because their brain is overfilled and they don't have anybody to talk to about it, and they go crazy. That's how it works. So when you're telling somebody this information, watch their eyes, watch their facial expressions. If they look inquisitive, keep going. But the minute their eyes get like this and you see fear, pull back, reel it in, okay? And tell them it's okay. And let them know, I'm going to hold off on this for now. I'm not going to go any further with this. Let's talk about something else and go from there. One, that shows compassion. And it shows that you're not there to torture them, because it can be torturous if you get an onslaught of info. And it allows them to realize, okay, once they've absorbed it, once they've been able to wrap their head around it, it's just automatic. They're going to want to know more. So they're going to come to you. Now that they've come to you, that doesn't mean, just release the hounds and open the floodgates. Continue to do that until you realize that, wow, this person has learned a lot. They still have an even head about it. They're not in a corner sucking their thumb. Continue sharing. And then hopefully they'll start, teach them how to research themselves. Don't send them to the dark web right off the bat. You understand me? Don't do that unless they're a computer geek and they've been there. But because that's just don't. And I don't encourage anybody to go on the dark web. I mean, unless you're hardcore and you can handle it, and you're not doing it for nefarious reasons, go for it. But everybody else, until you get to a level. I mean, it took me 30, 20, first time I went on the dark web was about 4 or 5 years ago. And it was hard for me, the stuff I came across. So don't go there unless you have to. All right. White Dove says, I was pushed out of society years ago due to my opinions, job, family, career, gone. They wanted me. 6 attempted kidnappings. Oh my gosh. Jeez. White Dove, I'm so sorry. People that watch my show will know when I was 3, I was kidnapped too, but I got away. So my heart's there with you. That's why I'm such a crusader for the kids and against human trafficking and pedophilia, because I almost got put into that world and I may have not ever come back, so grace God, I was able to get out of that. White Dove says remix. Eric Gower says red pill equals big pill, and it is a big ass pill to swallow. It really is. It really is. Marcus is agreeing with Eric. Dave Dennis says, my red pill happened after meeting Kathy O'Brien. Oh, I didn't know you met Kathy O'Brien. Well, you are in Australia. Yeah. MK Ultra victim 20 years ago. Lovely lady. Took me a good year to process what I learned. Dave, I would be humbled to have her on my show. I know who she is. I've seen her videos where she talks about what happened when she was a kid and even the celebrities that were involved. I would love to at least do a phone interview with her. I have so much admiration for that woman, for what she's come out to reveal. So, God bless her. All right. So there is my, doc lessons on how to help wake people up without having them pop, as they say in the Matrix. So I hope that information was helpful and whatnot. Now, for those that came on late, tonight's show is brought to you by Tomorrow's March. Free the Children. Oh, is it backwards on the screen? Yeah, it is. Shoot. March the Deuce. Peaceful protest tomorrow at 3:30 in Sholo. And we'll be meeting at the LDS Church. I thought this was in what? I'm showing reverse where I'm seeing it. Darn it. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. All money that we raise, every single penny, okay? Every single penny is going to Operation Underground Railroad. So those that came on late, I'm going to tell you where it's at. It's ourrescue.org. OURRESCUE.org. If you can't make the event, that's understandable. It's the middle of a workday. Please donate to that website. And all that money goes to the travel expenses and stuff they need to go on missions. And just so you know, all of the men and women that go on these rescue missions, okay, they're all ex-military, law enforcement that believe in this cause, and they volunteer their time. So if we could help them with gas or airfare or hotel accommodations by our proceeds of our donations, let's do that. Now it also will go towards helping these kids get back to life after they're rescued. So go to their website, go on their YouTube page, check out the videos. They've saved 3,000 kids this year already. Okay. Think of what they can do with more money and more resources, more volunteers, and more missions at once than 2 or 3 here and there. They're doing a lot. That sounded really bad. No, they're constantly doing missions. But you know what I'm saying? So please donate. All right. And if you notice, I haven't asked for anything. I haven't mentioned super chat because I won't collect anything from that tonight or tomorrow. Okay. This is all for Operation Underground Railroad. We have sponsors, but they want to stay, under radar because this is not a promotional event. This is to bring awareness so some people might drive by. They're like, well, what's going on? And they're going to pull over. They're going to ask questions. Learn. That person might wake up. So everything happens for a reason. And I'm really, really excited about tomorrow. I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible that can make it or live here in the area or in Arizona. We got people coming from Colorado and New Mexico. So I'm hoping this will be, like I said, I hope for 10. Anything else is awesome. And I know for a fact we got more than 10 coming. So anyway, thanks to everybody that's helped out. I'm gonna catch everybody. Don't worry, I'm not hanging up yet. I'll say hello to everybody, but then I do have to hang up because I've still got to get ready for other things tonight. Third phase of Moon. I'll be on that again tonight, so go check that out. All right. Dave Dennis says, I met her at a Nexus conference in Sydney. And then Eric says, no, it's right. And then Terry says, we can read it. Oh, you can read it. Oh, so, okay. I guess it's just my monitor is backwards. So cool. Awesome. I usually go through OBS and everything's good. All right. So I think I caught up with everybody. I love you all. I am excited. I hope to meet some of you people. I wanted to do that at Disclosure Con. I was going to give all of my viewers special passes. I was going to give you all free passes if you watched my show. But I had to cancel it because of COVID and the casino shut down because of it. And so maybe next year. So stay faithful, keep watching the show, and you can benefit. I like doing things for people. So stick around. Please share. And if you know somebody that has woken up and they might be a little overzealous with everybody, share this video with them. Let them know. If you guys want to download and repost this, I will not. And if I get a notification, I will not come after you. You will not get a copyright strike from me. Okay? Because I think this show, I feel it has good information in it to where those people can wrap their head around things and help other people understand what they're going through without losing friends and family. Take it from me. I've lost at least 100 friends, family, thinking I was just a kook. But here we are. And now it's all coming to light. I joke and I told you so, but I'm not really that person. But if I wanted to be, I could get away with it, because it's all been happening and there's more to come. I know so much, but I can't, like I said, I have to kind of slowly leak it out to all of you. And right now it's been about the CV-19 and all this with the trafficking and the tunnels and all that, because it's important and it's time. It's time for us to do something. And even if it's just reposting something, hey, that's something. Now, if you're capable of doing more, don't use as your bar level, right? Well, I did that at least, Come on. We need to start being better human beings. and we need to start treating each other better. And people need to start listening to each other and listening to evidence and stop saying everything is fake. It's not, I mean, how would you like it if someone said everything you said was a lie, everything you said was fake, you're not who you say you are? It sucks. You know, I've even been called, you ready for this? I've been called an MK Ultra handler. Why? Because my name's Doc. So yeah, now I'm a conspiracy. I'll tell you, at least those guys get a paycheck from the government. I'm struggling. So anyway, no, I like to help people, and what my that's what my mama calls me. She calls me Doc. All right, I'm gonna catch up real quick on this. Um, Dave says, "See up all up on the mountain. Go White Dove. Dang phone. Awesome. What I meant. Awesome is what I meant." Tina said. Um, we the kooks hang together. Terry Reesing says, "Yes." Eric says, "Birds of a feather." White Dove says, "I'm in Kansas City, but I will contact for further info." Yes, it does suck. I get attacked all the time. You're not alone. Oh, I know. I know. There's many of us. That's why we got to come together. See that, and I'll do my little motto later. Dave Dennis says, "I started my own Facebook group. Great group of people. We share amazing info." He does, and I'm a member of it. And you need to go check it out. Massachusetts here. Me too. Will get info and act. Thank you. And see that. I mean, I. That's what I'm doing. I I am not, because of medical conditions, I can't put on gear and go volunteer because, one, I'm not ex law enforcement or military, so I wouldn't qualify anyway. But I, this is what I'm good at: putting out videos, editing videos, and doing my live show. And I am I. You look up promoter in the dictionary, me. There's a picture of me. That's what I do all the time in all kinds of fashions, promoting friends, family, businesses, and associates. All just because if I believe in it, I'm going to promote it. And I don't know where I was going with all that. The future is vegan. Marsh Gaming says, "Hello, Marsh. Hi, how are you? I'll join the group. Dave, tell us how." Yes, Dave, put the link for the Facebook in the comment section so everybody can go check it out. It's on Facebook. All right. I think I got everybody. All right, cool. I need to take a shower. I'm drenched. I don't know if you see me all just glistening. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And thank you. We've had such an amazing chat room. You all have been amazing. I love you all. And you're all good to each other. And it's so refreshing. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I normally tell you, hey, I have the fast chat, or you can do PayPal. Don't do that tonight. Okay. Please, if you have money burning a hole in your pocket, or just a strong urge, or calling from God to do something, I'm going to talk to you like an evangelist. We need your money. So please send it to ourrescue.org. Hit the donate button and help some children be saved. I appreciate each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing any of you that I can tomorrow. And please don't be shy. Come up, say hello. Do know that if I'm frazzled or anything, I'm trying to put on an event, but I will take time to say hello to everybody. And I look forward to seeing you. So remember, everybody, as long as we all lift each other up, we will all rise together. My name is DocSkinner. This is 1028 Live, broadcasting from the beautiful White Mountains of Arizona. No desert or cactus here in the beautiful United States, on this big, gigantic, round spaceship. It's round, yes, we call Earth, hurtling through space, chasing a gigantic ball of fire into the galaxy. Until tomorrow, my friends. Yeah, I'll do live feeds from the show, from the march. So yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. It'll probably be, no, I think I'll do it on YouTube. I might do both, Facebook and YouTube, go back and forth. Who knows? Depends on what all happens. So thanks to everybody that's going to be there. Love you all. Bye. Master, I'm the master of long goodbyes. What can I say? I got to find the end button so I can get out of here. I'm like drenched like SpongeBob. Ciao, Bella, everybody. Second button.